Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
The United States and Saudi Arabia carried out strikes against Iran-backed groups in Iraq, escalating tensions after drone attacks targeted Saudi oil facilities. Washington and Riyadh said the strikes hit sites used by Iran-aligned groups to coordinate attacks, while Saudi Arabia claimed its air defenses intercepted drones targeting oil installations in the eastern province. Iraq's Popular Mobilization Forces, PMF, condemned the strikes as a violation of sovereignty, reporting casualties and damage to facilities. Tehran denied involvement in the Saudi attacks and warned that blaming Iran could lead to a major miscalculation. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, has claimed it targeted a U.S. military base and CENTCOM facility in Jordan with ballistic missiles, escalating tensions across the Middle East. The IRGC also claimed it stopped 3 oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz after they ignored warnings. Jordan's military, however, said its air defenses intercepted and destroyed 5 Iranian missiles targeting its territory.
United Nations experts have concluded that Boeing 727 aircraft identified in a Reuters investigation were used to transport fighters, weapons and drones for Sudan's Rapid Support Forces. According to a draft UN report, the aircraft carried RSF personnel, mercenaries and military equipment, including drones and weapons. The findings add to international scrutiny of the RSF, which UN investigators have accused of committing genocide in Sudan's Darfur region. Iran has rejected Oman's proposal for joint regional management of the Strait of Hormuz. According to a senior Iranian official, Tehran insists the strategic waterway must remain under Iranian control and dismissed the Omani proposal as unworkable. The decision deals a setback to efforts aimed at easing tensions over the vital shipping route, which is key to global energy supplies. Iran is reportedly set to receive hundreds of Chinese-made shoulder-fired air defense missile systems as Tehran seeks to strengthen its military capabilities after months of conflict with the United States and Israel. Sources said the reported deal involves 300 to 400 manpads, including QW-12 and FN-16 missiles, valued at around $60 million to $70 million. China rejected the claims as completely groundless, while Pakistan's military also denied involvement in any transfer of Chinese air defense weapons to Iran. President Donald Trump has held separate meetings with Benjamin Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, with the White House calling both the meetings positive and productive. According to reports, Trump and Netanyahu discussed Iran, Lebanon, and other regional arenas during their first face-to-face talks since the Iran war began. Trump had earlier expressed irritation after details of Netanyahu's planned talking points on Iran emerged publicly. Trump also met Zelensky before Netanyahu and discussed U.S. licenses for Ukraine to produce Patriot missile interceptors, along with other ideas to strengthen Ukraine's defense. President Donald Trump has said that Washington is in a very strong position on Iran, warning that he could destroy the country's bridges, power plants, as well as the Pickaxe Mountain facility if Tehran refuses a deal. In an interview, Trump, however, said he wanted to avoid such actions. He also said that the U.S. has held very good talks with Iran, but insisted that Washington could not have them break deals anymore. Meanwhile, Iran says it is not afraid of any action to maintain control over the Strait of Hormuz, including a return to war. Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi warned that any European ship approaching the strait could be considered a legitimate target, as tensions over the vital waterway continue. Iran has warned that any country or company receiving Iranian frozen assets as compensation for damaged ships will not be allowed to transit the Strait of Hormuz. The warning by Iran's military command spokesperson Ibrahim Zulfikari came after President Donald Trump proposed using Iranian frozen funds to compensate affected vessels. The death toll from a powerful earthquake in southern Japan has risen to 13 as rescuers search for people trapped under collapsed buildings and rubble. The 7.1 magnitude quake struck Kumamoto Prefecture, damaging infrastructure, cutting power, and triggering large-scale rescue operations. 8 people were pulled alive from a partially collapsed shopping mall, where 2 women in their 20s were killed following an explosion. Around 20 to 30 mall workers remain missing, according to NHK, while firefighters, police and military personnel continue rescue efforts. Authorities are investigating a possible gas explosion at the site. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.